robotic device, regardless if it's in a building for janitorial services or if it's a hospitality robot for a restaurant or, a function center or a club or a casino. There are different levels of supporters and bracers in a business. So more often than not, when I do have a conversation, I'm having my conversations at the higher level, at the director level, CEO level, and understanding the importance of robotics integration into a business. But more often than not, a lot of the decisions do come down to mid-level management, the supervisors and the cleaners and the hospitality staff themselves. Because once it's all well and good for a CEO or a director or an owner of a business to make a decision and buy robotics. But at the end of the day, if your staff that you bought the robots to actually support are not using the robot, you're not going to have a successful use case or adopters, or, the robots are just going to sit there. It's not going to be used. It's not going to be the best example of technology integration. So you go through the understanding phase of a saboteur or a barrister or a resistor or a supporter. A lot of our clients find when they see the conversation of robotics being integrated, they think, oh no, they don't want to be a supporter. They want to be a resistor. They want to resist the change, because at the end of the day, they're thinking, oh no, I'm about to lose my job, or this thing's going to replace me, or my hours are going to be dropped because the robot's going to do this. So immediately they are on the back foot and they want to put their guard up and don't want to embrace it at all. They want to resist it, or some cases, I've only had one case actually of a saboteur, but we've mapped out a whole facility with the vacuuming robot. The cleaner was not very happy about this, and he didn't want to understand what the robot was going to be able to do for him. So he did sabotage the robot by deleting all the maps that we spent hours throughout the week mapping, which was only one example, but everyone usually starts off as a resistor. Then they transition to a supporter because they realize, oh wow, I don't actually need to carry this vacuum anymore, or I don't need to deliver so many plates to all these tables anymore. This robot's actually helping me. Part of the way we also integrate robotics into a business is we try to pinpoint one or two people in the business, like the cleaners or the waiters, and give them the robot and say, this is your robot. Name him if you want, or name her. And this is your support device, right? Once we do that, we also try to give them the best examples of usability. A lot of the time, I'll go into a facility and I'll think, oh, this is the best way to map it. This is the best way to do it. More often than not, the cleaners actually know the best way because they're doing this task every single day. And me going in and then understanding how do they work. You can't just throw a robot into a current application and expect that to just flow correctly. You need to be able to understand, okay, this is your business expectations from the high level management, and understand what the mid-level management do also require. But at the end of the day, the person that's going to use the robot every single day is going to be the cleaner or the waiter. So you need to understand the way they work. Okay, ideally, you need to start from this end of the office and finish at this end. And directors are going to know that. The cleaners know that, and they're the ones you need to be able to get that support from. And once they understand it, and once they really embrace the tool of the robot and how it has actually enhanced their life, they actually do not want to get rid of it. They actually want to get more robots, and they have essentially a personal bond with the robot, because one of our clients, named his robot. They got two robots, and he named his robots Tom and Jerry. And Tom and Jerry are his robot. He feels responsible for them.